Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I am Lori. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad you're here. And to those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back and supporting me. It truly means the world to me. Today is my monthly collab that I do with Andrea over at It's All About the Face. We usually do it on the 18th, but I am late this month. Andrea may or may not be able to post. She's not quite sure, and that's okay. I was talking to her the other day and I said, since I'm late, I'm just posting this on Halloween. And she's like, oh, that's a great idea. So hopefully she'll be able to. If she can't though, hopefully she will next month, because next month is a special month. And so I'm hoping she can next month, but if she can't, I'll still be here holding down the fort until she can come back. I'm just priming my eyes, sorry, while I talk. I'm using my e.l.f. sheer eye primer. Every month, Andrea and I do a theme for our monthly collab, and this month is Halloween Queens. And I asked her, what do you mean by Halloween Queens? She's like, you could just do a normal look, like a Halloween look. I just like the name of it. That's what she said. And I'm like, okay, I can do just, you know, a look using Halloween colors or whatnot, but I cannot do stage makeup. Anything like that, zero talent, zero. So I am going to do a Halloween look, maybe Halloween as in the colors of Halloween or the colors of fall. I'm just not quite sure. I couldn't find my orange shirt. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. It's probably in my laundry basket is probably where it is. I did film this once before and it was terrible. The look was amazing. I really liked the look. If I still have it, I'll put it up so I can show you the look. But I went on this ramble and there was no place to cut it out without you going, well, what happened to that story? So I'm refilming this. And I truly have zero clue what direction I am going in. I brought my Nubian 2 palette in. Maybe might use it. I have Orange You Glad. I mean, how could I not bring this in just in case I want to pull some orange in? Oh, I just set my eyes with my Fresh by ABH. And then I also have Desert Vibes by IBY Beauty. I think we're going to start with this one. I'm going to take this shade right here. It's called Arizona, and I'm just going to put it in my transition. I love IBY's eyeshadow formula. It's such a beautiful formula. It blends beautifully. And sometimes I forget how pigmented they are. So hopefully I won't do that today, but one never knows. One never knows. So Halloween Queens, she just liked the name, and Andrea is so creative. If you do not follow her, you need to hop on over there. Her link will be down below so you can check out her channel. And she's not been able to film for a while, but she will be back, I promise. She's just had some, you know how life gets in the way of what we want to do versus have to do. Yeah, that's where Andrea is right now. So, check her out, watch her past videos, and when she comes back, you will love her. She's just very knowledgeable. She teaches about the different things that she presents on her channel, and she does comparisons. She gives you like breakdowns of each palette. I remember watching one where she went through and swatched it and then did some comparisons to it. And, you know, she told you whether it's worth the price or not, and which I just think is great. I'm going to take the shade Take a Hike right here, this brown, and I'm going to put it into my crease and a little onto my lid. I love Halloween. It's truly one of my favorite holidays, and it's not because of dressing up, it's not because of scary movies. I love the joy that it brings kids. When my kids were younger, I just loved taking them trick-or-treating because it just makes them happy. No matter how miserably cold it is, they want to go out and, you know, show people their costumes and just, you know, enjoy dressing up and having fun and being silly. And that to me is the beauty of Halloween, is that kids get to let their hair down for a day and just giggle and be silly and dress up and, you know, be a kid. My mom made me a Raggedy Ann costume when I was maybe in kindergarten. It could have been earlier than that, but I'm thinking kindergarten, and I wore that Raggedy Ann costume until 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, but definitely I didn't have it on in 5th grade because I was a gypsy in 5th grade. And I didn't have pierced ears. And so my mom made me hoop earrings out of canning jars. You know, the rings off of canning jars. And she put some string on it, some thread, and I looped it over my ear. And I had these beautiful big hooped earrings. And I wore those for weeks. Not, you know, just at home, not out and about, but holy smokes, I just loved those earrings. Oh, that was the funniest. I'm sure I got teased for it, but I didn't care. I loved those earrings. And I thought it was a brilliant idea by my mom. Looking back, I think how brilliant to think to even make canning jars into earrings. So when I was a kid, I didn't get to go trick-or-treating very much. My mom didn't like us going out, you know, because of the dangers of going out, you know, of so many kids being out and people not seeing them and accidents happening. So I didn't go trick-or-treating very often. And when I became a mom, I was exactly like my mom, except instead of saying, no, you can't go trick-or-treating, I took my kids out. I don't think my kids ever went trick-or-treating without me supervising them. So I was just as, you know, concerned about safety as my mom was, but I approached it different, and I'm not saying her approach was wrong. She was busy because our church did a Halloween party every year, and my mom was in charge of all of the food every single year, and So we would have this meal, we would have snacks. We could take our little tickets that we had and go buy like popcorn or donuts. My mom makes spud nuts using potatoes instead of normal donuts, and I love spud nuts. I truly do, but she only made them for this activity, which was so frustrating because I would always ask, can we have spud nuts or dough gobs? And yeah, the answer was no. Okay, I am going to take this shade from the Orange You Glad palette by Colourpop, and it's called Ya Peel Me. It's a nice dark orange brown. I am going to put it on my outer V. So I'm just putting it on top of, what was that called? Take a Hike. So they would have haunted houses at the Halloween party, and my brothers, you know, they weren't big church people, but they always participated in that Halloween party in the haunted house, and they would make it so scary. I mean, not so scary because the church didn't allow it to be too scary because they wanted the little kids to go through, but they definitely gave it a little bit of meat and potatoes to the egg salad. That's a terrible analogy. Meat and potatoes to the egg salad. To the Jell-O? I don't know. I don't know how to... obviously, my analogies stink, but yeah, my brothers made it a lot of fun. And they would dress up at home, you know, and do like a little haunted house down in our basement. And they would dress up as mummies. And I always wondered how they got the gauze bandage wraps around their body without, you know, missing any spots. I just always wondered that. I know that's a weird thing to wonder about, but I did. I'm going to take this shade right here called Tangerine Dreams and see what it looks like on my eyeball. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure I like it with Ya Peel Me. Let's try Squeeze Me here and see if I like that orange a little better. And of course it's going on top of it, so I'm not sure it's really going to matter. I do like Squeeze Me on top of Tangerine Dreams because it makes it a lot more orange. You know, like the color of an orange. I'm going to build up Ya Peel Me. I'm hoping that's what it says. It looks like what it says, but the print is in orange, like a metallic orange print, so it's hard to see. I'm going to take Jezebel from Nubian 2. It's a really dark, like plum. Look at that. That's pretty. I love a good purple. I love a good purple, or maybe Layla. Layla is also a purple. Oh, which one do I want? I'm going to go with Jezebel. If she doesn't work, then I'll go with Layla, but I want Jezebel. I am just taking a little pencil brush with Jezebel, so I have more control, and I'm putting her right in my outer V. So on top of Ya Peel Me, I'm just trying to warm that orange up. I'm then taking just a little bit of You Peel Me, and I am just, because Jezebel covered up the majority of You Peel Me, I'm just putting that back on. But I don't want it, you know, all the way over. I want just a like shadow of it with Jezebel. Yeah, baby. That's what I want right there. And hook it onto Squeeze Me and what, Tangerine Dreams. I am going to take Zuri, this really pretty champagne, and just put it on my brow bone. Let's take Kenya, this really deep, rich brown, and just put it on top of Jezebel, just barely on there. So it just gives it one more layer. I'm just layering those other colors up again since they got covered a little bit. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and come back and finish this look. I'm torn half and half. We'll see how it turns out. Be right back. Okay guys, here is my final look. I truly do like this look. I think it has very strong fall vibes. I don't know if it's Halloween-esque, but I think it has really strong fall vibes. I did make quite a few changes, however, to my look. Not a whole lot. I stayed with the same structure, but I put on my primer and went and wet my sponges when I came back. I was like, Squeeze Me, where are you? It was like Squeeze Me was fading, so I grabbed a Super Shock shadow in the shade I Like You. That is it right there. And I put it on just the innermost part of my lid, so maybe the inner quarter of my lid. I put it on top of Squeeze Me, but you can still see Squeeze Me on my lid, as well as You Peel Me, which is that dark orange brown, and then the purple, which is Jezebel, and then the brown, dark brown, which is Kenya. I just built them up so they were a lot more prominent than they were. And I took my pencil brush that had the darker shadows on it, and I just dusted it on my lower lash line, then took a clean fluffy brush and really diffused it so it was soft and didn't have any harsh lines. I did line my eyes with my two handy dandy eyeliners, my J-Cat Beauty Shimmering Bronze, which is all over my lid, right against my lash line. I tight lined with it, and then I put it in the waterline, and Rodial's brown is about halfway on my upper lid, right against my lash line, just to give it a little bit more depth, a little more darkness to that area. I took my Becca Apres Ski palette, and I took this shade right here called Moonstone, put it in my inner corner, pulled it onto my lid just a little bit to open it up and give it kind of that, you know, when leaves are turning tan, it kind of takes you into that part of fall, the leaves, the darker brown leaves, I guess you can say, but you can still see I Like You and all the other colors that are on my lid. Then I took this shade right here, which is Opal, and I put it on my brow bone. I thought this was a little bit darker, so it would kind of continue to go with the look versus a brighter eyeshadow, which I didn't want. So those are the very minute changes I made. It sounds like I truly changed my whole eye look, but I didn't. I just built that orange up with a Super Shock and then built all the other shadows up. Then did my inner corner, my brow bone, and lined my eyes. So while it sounds like I had a free-for-all with eyeshadows and just changed my look, I did not. On my lips, I did, however, change my lip. I have Smashbox's Be Legendary. It's a really soft pink. It's a beautiful pink, but it is a rather soft pink. But I put Reimagine from the Jen Luvs Reviews and Ofra collab on top of it, and I got this really gorgeous rose lip that I think really complements this look. Before, the lip I had was too pink. I thought, you know, it was a purpley pink. I thought it would look good. I didn't like it, but I do like this one because it's more of a nude, a darker, you know, nude, that I think it just complements this eye a lot better than a purple did. So this is it, guys. Make sure you go check out Andrea, even if whether or not she's able to post a video or not, make sure you go check her out, follow her, subscribe to her channel, and, you know, just support her. Show her some love because I can't wait for her to come back. So that's it, guys. If you're going out tonight, please be careful, be safe, be smart, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.